pictures against him. He's like, they don't deserve to win anything. Get your draft picks or win it.
They're not winning the Super Bowl this year. We can agree to that? Oh, who's not? The Vikings. You can agree to that?
And some draft picks. But next year they'll have a new coach and that'll be their year.
We got Mike and Baker. With Baker.
I have Mike and Michael.
I know, with Baker.
So Michael is Baker?
No, Baker's
New player named Baker.
Michael?
Yes.
Okay.
Three Mikes down the table, so it's going to be Baker.
You can also do a
He goes by Baker.
first name, last initial.
And Patrick's getting his account right now.
So welcome back, guys.
Patrick's getting his
Live
account right now.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, Bakes or Baker.
Congratulations once again to Eric Baker. He was our champion on the live stream. He shipped the Saturday $200 Mega Stack add-on event for a cool $14,100.
And they're all three are
We're about to start level 7 here in the $300
They let you? Baker, they let you?
championship event.
No, he had to get the clear on the card.
Table number 7.
If you want to get out and walk through here and check a text, you can. You can't actually check the table. Turn the sound off. I don't want to bringing because you're going to go, oh my God, I see one.
This is your 1 minute notification. Poker players and dealers. 1 minute.
Here's what happens. If you are like me and you live on your phone and you fold and you just grab your phone like you always do, you get around it. I don't want that to happen, so I tell people, put your phone over here so you're not because it's just instant. I just grab my phone. Just like, I'll be like, okay, hold on.
Because it locks
Oh, yeah.
behind, so right now this phone is recording.
Katie Fowler, Preston Lee, Mike Walsh, Ron Smested, some players I see already.
If you guys haven't seen this, this is a computer that looks like a poker table. They don't let any food or drinks by it. No communication devices, so no headphones.
Already then, the lines will be 400, 800. Big line empty. Shuffle up and deal.
Get drinks, get up, come over here, use your phone. Turn your phone off, so they're not sitting here beeping the whole time. Okay? Silent. Not off, but silent. We're good. Go ahead.
Clock's running.
Ryan Yannick was right next to him. We've seen him on the feature table. He's an action-packed player. He's got the sweetest looking jacket I've ever seen, with a portrait of Scarface on the back of it. And Jamie Meininger there from Jamestown in seat number 6. Benny Palmer once again in the box. That's Michael Baker. His first time feature table this weekend, I believe. Looks like we have 3 people named Michael on this team. Number 7 seed Michael, that's Mike Walsh. Right next to him is Michael Baker. And I'm unsure of the 9 seed. Don't recognize that player, but his name is Mike in the blue shirt.
Thank you.
And joining me now in the booth is, even though he didn't call me his best friend, he's my best friend, Jerry Sorrells. Welcome back to the booth.
Hey, thanks for having me. Good to be here.
Yeah.
What we got going on here?
Looks like Katie Fowler picked up the ace-king the very first hand of feature table play. Michael Baker, his card's not registering.
So Baker's cards currently aren't registering. Not sure if either he doesn't have them in the right spot or there's a broken card. Looks like probably.
It sounded like we had a few damaged cards on the last stream that didn't register the hand. Meanwhile, Katie Fowler was content to check the flop and the turn, but a nice river card, ace of clubs. I don't think Michael Baker has much of anything. He hasn't invested a cent post flop either. But no, he doesn't. I was thinking he could have hit that river ace as well.
So over there in seat 1, we got Nordy. He was the founder of Roughrider Poker Tour. He was my boss for years. Glad to see him on the live stream here. His favorite hand is 8-4. It's almost as good as 10-7.
Almost.
You can find him at Spiritwood Resort now. He owns Spiritwood Resort just north of Jamestown.
Yeah, beautiful place, and they put on some of the best dinner spreads we've ever seen on the RPT. We do tournaments there a couple times a year.
Yep, so the only reason Roughrider Poker Tour is here around today is because Nordy made it come together in the beginning.
Yep, he handed off the reins to Jerry in about 2013. We have grown immensely in that last 8 years, expanded all over the place. This is our first year partnering with the casino. Bigger and better things to come even in the future. Just stick around.
All in action on the turn on table
See
6.
a flop of ace-10 deuce here. Ace-queen for Jamie.
Weston Wells shipped it in.
Ryan Yannick, middle pair.
Shane made
Jack
the call on
Kicker.
a 5-10-10
Michael
lead board.
Baker. He's got the old gutter.
We got Chase yet to act.
He's got the old gutty.
The old kid gutty.
Maybe I'll figure out how to beat you.
I feel like I can't play my game.
You know I can't see your cards,
We'll lay
right?
that down. So Jamie
You
will
can
take
get out of the way
that
so
top
we're
pair.
going heads up
Queen
to this
kicker.
river.
Just looking around this table, these are some very interesting players. We're going to see some really off-the-wall type
So an
of
ace
games
won't
play.
help with any diamond or 9 in the deck. It's not a queen. Deuce of hearts, river state card for Shane.
Ryan
No
Yannick,
trick tennis, here, hold
three-time
up.
champion this season alone on the RPT.
Sending Weston.
He's looking to pick up some major Player of the Year points with a deep run today. I believe he's already cashed twice
I'm
on
getting
the
a
week.
free lesson right now.
I just don't want her to learn how to play.
But right now, Garrick Bacher, our champion from the Saturday Mega Stack, is leading the way. He's got about 155-ish points total on the weekend.
Eric cards.
No, that's fine.
He picked up
It's,
151.45.
That's different.
That's what he got for first place here. So 14,145 plus the 10 in the money bonus points. So somebody in the 60s, I suppose, will have to probably win this tournament today. Really catch him, so he's got a big lead. Chad Wages finished in second place for $8,800. He's going to be second in points, actually. But he's got somebody's going to have to win the tournament. That's really. I'm just talking in circles here.
Yeah, Garrick's got it pretty locked up here. I mean, there are a couple people
It's bad. I
that
just need to
they,
replace it.
finished top 1 or 2 today, but I would imagine Garrick's got it almost locked up completely. What we got going on here this hand looks like Mike in seat 9. We do have 3 mics at this table. We have them labeled as Mike, Michael, and Baker. So it looks like Mike's got top pair here, Jack Kicker.
I'm a little disappointed neither of them wanted to go by Mike.
Yeah, well, we didn't actually ask them.
Okay.
So we just kind of went with it. But yeah, Mikey would have been, if there was a 4th one, that's what it would have been. It would have been Mikey.
Yeah, definitely.
Anyway, so Mike over in seat 9 does raise it up to 12K. He's going to get Queen Jack to fold, and I'm assuming Jamie will also fold.
He does have the gutty, though, Jerry.
Yeah, he does have the gutty. That's true. If he knew that Queen Jack was also folded, I think he would fold for sure. And yeah, he's going to play.
Jamie has played on some live stream tables before. I actually played with them in West Fargo last year.
Sick brag.
They had the feature table there. Eric Anderson was helping the 701 Poker Tour. I went back and watched my time on that table, and Jamie Meininger just decided to run like a 3-barrel bluff with like 6 high, no draw.
And it worked?
I think it worked.
Yeah.
I don't think I had anything.
He's got heart.
So people play, they play a little bonkers on the feature table sometimes. It's always nice to whip over a bluff or get one through on the live stream. So Eric Nordstrom there with the king 9 of spades. Under the gun.
Looks like he is going to invest this hand into this hand shortly here. It looks like maybe 2,500, I think he opened up to. Yep, 2,500. Ryan Yannick right next to him makes the call with Queen 10 of hearts. Preston Dean makes the call with pocket 4s. Michael Baker's got the button here. Speaking of playing a little bonkers on the live stream here, looks like Baker is going to 3-bet, sensing some weakness.
Yeah, Jerry, he's got the 10-9-0.
Yep, so
he's in rough shape. He's against 2 active players, Ryan Yannick and Preston
yep,
Dean.
Eric, the pre-flop raiser, got out of the way. You know, he's pretty sure that Ryan or Preston don't have very big hands because they just flatted a raise.
So he makes Ryan fold a hand far superior to him, Queen 10 hearts. And Preston with the pocket 4s, out of position against a 3-bet. But looking at Preston's stack, he's got a lot of chips. He might want to do
If you didn't know already, Preston is a huge
it.
Dallas
I was
Cowboys.
just going to ask you, what do you think Preston's favorite football team is?
He's going to lay it down.
The
So
Blue
there you see
Stars.
it, Michael Baker using some aggression, some position there to his advantage to pull in chips.
Preston Dean, 236,000. 4 starting stacks here. Good start for him to this tournament. I believe he's our reigning champion of Event 1, the Harvey Eagles Club. We'll be back there again soon, right around the corner. Another month and a half. Right back at the Harvey Eagles Club to kick off the 2022 RPT season. Always one of, if not our biggest one-day tournament of the year.
Who's that? So Michael Walsh here is going to open up the action in the hijack to 3,600. 4.5 times the big blinds. Ron on the buttoner.
I'm excited to see some Ron Smestead action here at this feature table. When it comes to creative poker, he's about as creative as it gets. And he'll let you know as the hands progress exactly why he did what he did. He's no, he's not the kind of guy who's silent. He's not the silent assassin of the table. So.
Yeah, looks like Mike with pocket 4s on the button. He's going to make the call. He's looking to flop a set here. Flop comes Jack 7-3 all spades. Michael does have the 10 of spades. He will check. Mike does have the 4 of spades here. Goes check, check. Turn is a 3. I would think this would be a good time to bet. If I was either Mike, I would bet. He's going to bet 4,800, and the other Mike will fold the best hand.
Yeah, a little Mike on Mike crime there, Jerry.
Yep. So anyway, this is the $300 buy-in. Started at 11 a.m. this morning. You are allowed 1 re-entry through the first 9 levels. This is level 7. 9 levels in the dinner break, so approximately 5 p.m. We're up over 100 entries as of this moment. So a nice prize pool up for grabs. First place will be, you know, at minimum 7,000 and change. Currently, the final table of the $200 Mega Stack did pop off this morning at 10 a.m. And if you did not see it, Garrick, is it Botrup? Baitrup. He took that down for $14,145. He got paid, went and had a turkey sandwich, and then bought into this tournament.
Yeah, he knows a good sandwich when he sees one, Jared. And, a turkey sandwich from the snack bar is a solid 7.
Sure is. So it looks like we have some limped action here. 5 players to the flop. Flop comes deuce 9-3. Preston flops top pair king kicker. Michael in seat 7. He also has top pair, but an inferior kicker with 10 clubs. He does have backdoor clubs. Preston here, though, he's reaching. Yep, he's got top pair here. He's going to put it in 3,500. Jamie's going to call with ace deuce. He's got bottom pair. He's hoping to obviously improve his hand here. And Ryan will call because he's got a gut shot straight draw. He can a 5 to make the wheel. Looks like the turn is a queen of hearts. Now Preston's got the king of hearts as well. But Jamie is going to bet 10,000 here. Preston is not going anywhere. He calls. So Jamie tried to steal it there on the turn. He was unsuccessful.
Is the river 2 of clubs?
And I think the river is, I think it's a 2 of clubs. I heard, yeah, it's a 2 of clubs on the river. So Jamie pulls a rabbit out of his hat. He needed to catch an ace or a deuce, but it couldn't be a heart. Couldn't be the ace of hearts. Rivers trip deuces.
Preston had a stranglehold on that hand after the turn.
To steal that one from Preston. So feature table is on a 15-minute delay here. So players are also not allowed to have their phones at the table as well. They can check it on break and they can watch previous hands, but that's about it.
So Mike gonna open this pot with 2 red 7s. Ryan Yannick coming along with the 5-4 of clubs. Preston the 6-5 of diamonds, and maybe the king jack of clubs. An interesting one. As the flop comes king, king, 6. Jamie, trip kings. Mike looking for a 7. Preston looking for a 6. Ryan probably looking for the exit. And Mike, though, going to continue for 7,500. And Jamie not going to wait around and puts in a raise. 26.5K. Everybody at the table just saw him river that deuce. And they don't know if he's serious or still just kind of messing around there. Not a bad looking flop for the 7s, but we know at home Jamie smashed a king. He's going to show. They don't have to wait for the live stream. So Michael Baker there in the 8 seat. One of the top players in points on the 2021 season. Chad Fowler. Fowler, Ryan Yannick, Kevin Selby, Kenneth Beaudue, I believe, all top 5 players. And I believe 4 out of the 5 are in this tournament today. So we'll see what happens when the dust settles, how the points shake up after this very fun, very exciting weekend at Spirit Lake Casino and Resort.
Because it's on TV.
Nice flop there for Mike. He flops the stones. He's going to try to let Preston catch up. Oh, nasty card for Preston Dean. He makes the bad end of a straight. Mike had already flopped it. He's got a queen high straight. Can lose to only king queen as it stands right now. He's going to go ahead and see river. A good river for Preston. It's, he's just playing the board at this point. I suppose Mike will put in a small raise here. A sizable raise. Now Preston going to see. Is he trying to push me off a chop? Or does he have a queen? He's going to give it up. So Katie Fowler here on this feature table, like I mentioned before. Chad, her husband, currently #1 on the Player of the Year leaderboard. We're winding down after this weekend. We'll just have another month of tournaments left to determine who will win that $5,000 prize package for the 2022 World Series of Poker. Courtesy of Jerry Sorrells and the Oracle team. So you see those banners in the background with our website. If you're looking to play one of our events, just go ahead and go to roughriderpokertour.com. Click on the calendar tab. You can see when we'll be in your area next. We're all over central and western North Dakota, as well as into Billings, Montana. We've been there 3 times this year. All huge, huge fields. March and April back in Billings, we had record-breaking tournaments back to back, awarding the biggest prize pool in RPT history in April, $27,910. Interesting flop there. Preston Dean flops the nut flush draw as well as 2 overs. A queen would make him Broadway. So it shows him as a favorite over Jamie's 2 sevens, no diamonds. And a bet is good enough to get through Jamie and Ron Smithstead.
Tyler, your pepperoni pizza is here. Check into registration. Turn to see your slices.
The race was 28.
Put it out there in the world, man.
Wait, that's why I can't.
107.
Eight of spades, 6 of diamonds. Thank you.
So Michael Baker with the ace-3 here, out in front. Michael Walsh, Queen Jack turns a double gut shot. Ryan Yannick's got the King Jack for a gut shot. Preston Dean with the pair of sixes, gut shot. A lot of draws out there. Michael Baker's got a fade if he wants ace-3 to win. And somehow he does. 4 diamonds. Looks like no bets going in. Baker shows that one.
This sounds like it's awesome.
cards on one, please? Thank you.
All right, looks like Michael Baker here is going to open up to 3,200 on the button.
Increase the blinds on the next hand. We're up to 600 and 1,200 now.
Smestead here, C10.
600,
In the
1,200.
big blind, he's got
Big blind in.
Rockets. I'd imagine he's going to be making a 3-bet here. And he does. Up to 12,000. Jamie, who limped in with the old 10 deuce of clubs, is going to fold. I'd imagine Michael will too. And Baker, I don't know whether he's going to, I would assume he's going to, I don't even know. I'm not going to guess what he's going to do here.
Well, he's played with Ron Smestead for years and years. He knows he's very unorthodox. Baker's got one of those hands.
He's got position, he's got the button, he's got a suited connector. Wow, he is going to lay it down. Just didn't want to tangle at that point. Can't blame him.
Yeah, the price is a little too high for what he is stuck in the pot. You think better of it.
6 and 12.
So viewers, if you can hear me, check out the live stream on Twitch. Looks like we're getting a better feed over there as opposed to Facebook. Oh, I like this here. Jamie's got the old 10-7.
He does indeed. He's setting the trap. He just limps in.
Yeah, we are at 600 and 1200 now. Start of level 8. Michael Walsh here, right behind him. He's got pocket 9s. Looks like Baker made a raise here. We cannot see Baker's hole cards, though.
Yeah, I'm not sure if there's just a damaged card out there and Baker has been dealt one of them, or if he just missed the box.
So Ryan with deuces. What's he doing, Keith?
Well, Jerry, he's going duck hunting.
Jamie, he knows a good hand when he sees it. Jamie's going to call there with 10-7.
Finally, somebody at this feature table is giving 10-7 the love that it deserves.
So, there are 6 people to this flop here. Flop comes king 9-5, set of 9s for Michael. He lucked out on that one to not have 10-7 flop a both, but
yeah. Ron Smested's got the gut shot straight draw, backdoor flush draw.
he's going to bet 3,500. Ryan did not see a duck, so he'll fold. Preston calls with second pair. Jamie calls with 10-7.
Jamie gonna continue the story. I think
he thinks the drink round is still live.
I think he's, yeah. I don't think Michael Walsh is gonna let him get to the river though. Because he is putting in a raise to 8,700. Jamie's laughing. He knows the jig might be up for 10-7. So Ron with the gut shot, does he want to continue? And he's going to see another card. He said, well, if I hit 10, I'll make the nuts. Maybe I pick up a club or a queen or a jack might be good. So Ron and Preston both called. The turn is, did I hear a 10 of hearts? Oh my gosh. Ron makes gin. The king high straight and Michael Walsh with the set of 9s. Ron all of a sudden in dire straits.
Wow.
And Michael calls with the set.
He's going to need the board to pair here to make a vote.
You read his lips there, folks. I don't need to repeat it. And
Five on the
on the river.
Full house for Michael Walsh to felt Ron Smested. Wowzers.
And they have Ryan stacked. I don't know what's going on. I saw him with a bunch of blues in his hand, so it's definitely.
Gotcha.
So very interesting hand there. Ron peels for a chance to make the nuts. He does make the nuts. He's rewarded by losing 2 flags. I barely saw Mike there with the camel.
Oh, looks like Doherty's got a real hand here. And Ryan.
Yeah, pocket jacks for Eric Nordstrom. Ryan Yannick right next to him with the ace-king.
And Jamie with the old 10 deuce suited.
Yeah, the Doyle Brunson.
He limped in early with the 10 deuce of clubs, had to limp fold. Imagine this might be the same sort of scenario. Let's see what happens. Michael Michael Baker's also going to call, but I believe Nordy is going to, yes, he's cutting out a raise here.
And Ryan Yannick probably going to rip it all in. No, he's just going to make the call.
Yep. Well, it says he's all in, but he's not. He did just make that call. 6,200.
Yeah, that graphic is on here, it looks like. So off to the races here. Pocket jacks for Eric. Ace king for Ryan. The flop comes ace queen 5.
Good check,
As far as bad flops go, that's a good one for Eric because he's probably not going to lose any money. Ryan's still laying in the weeds. Hasn't put a cent in yet. He's going to check twice and get paid off there. That's 10K. Quick call from Nordy. Ace king. Nice pot for him. Not sure how much he actually has.
What was the bet on the river? And then someone folded? Where's the button at, Paul?
We're ready, I'm sorry. Oh, okay. Yeah,
Hold the Facebook.
I saw Eric. He's right there.
Looks like he's coming here. Oh, we definitely commentated this now. This is Ron and
This is where you picked it up.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I saw that. So what I'm not. I know.
So guys, it looks like we did figure out one of the issues here. The Facebook version of the live feed is a little choppy, not working too well. If you can hear this, I will pull up the stream on Twitch, twitch.tv/thefeature-table. You got it pulled up here. It's a lot smoother than the Facebook feed is currently. So once again, twitch.com/thefeature-table. If you're not already there listening to my voice. couple limps, and Preston Dean with king, queen of spades is going to bump it up there from the small blind right next door. Jamie Meininger with the 10-3 offsuit says, that's good enough for me. I'm going to see a flop too. Ryan Yannick, once again, not all in. His stats are still messed up there. Flop comes queen, jack 8, top pair for Preston. Jamie's got a gut shot now with the 10-3. Katie, bottom pair hands. Jamie looking to make Preston a little unhappy here. Loses his pot to the 10-3 offsuit. Hey, bud.
4 on the turn here. Preston did bet 10K. Jamie made the call here. Gut shot. Only a 9 will save him on the river. Not a 9 on the river there. Preston makes the bet. Jamie gets out of the way. So we're playing 600, 1200 right now. This is level 8. Re-entry, late entry still open until the start of level 10, approximately 5 o'clock. After level 9, we will be taking a 60-minute dinner break. Like I said, if you can hear me and you're not on Twitch, head on over to Twitch. The stream is working a lot better than Facebook feed. So that's twitch.tv/the feature table.
Preston would like to put a down payment on a deck of cards.
Oh, Ryan here, he's got 10-7 suited. Business is about to pick up.
He's trying to hold back a smile. He knows we're watching him. And he knows.
He's going to get in there for 1,200. Katie's going to make a raise.
She's got pocket 8s.
Yep, to 5,500 here. Preston's got 6s. So I think he's probably going to set mine here from the button. He's got plenty of chips.
Definitely.
To see that flop. It's not good. Ryan moves. No, he just made the call.
Well,
No,
Jamie
he folded.
with the ace queen.
He folded 10. Oh, Jamie did make it 3-bet.
Yeah, 22.5K.
I know what I would have done. Jamie 3-bet there to ace queen offs. 22.5 with ace queen offsuit. Katie looks like she's preparing all her chips. She does jam all in. Preston's going to get out of the way. Jamie's going to make a call. Katie's turning the light here on the line. She's all with pocket 8s. Versus ace queen. Virtual coin flip here for her tournament life. Flop comes ace, ace-7. Wow. Trip aces for Jamie. Katie's going to need to see an 8 here to survive. Deuce on the turn. Four on the river. That'll send Katie Fowler
Back to registration.
So we just get down to 7 players. Imagine they'll be bringing somebody shortly here.
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, the C card at the feeder table is table 17.
Sure is. I know if I was signed up and I got that C card, I would already feel very lucky. Feeling very good about my chances. What's also crazy is we got 7 people at the feature table. Still 3 Michaels.
Still 3 of them named Michael.
Yep.
And Jamie Meininger, he just busted Katie Fowler, instantly rewarded with American Airlines pocket aces.
I prefer weapons of mass destruction.
Wow.
So he's going to put some chips in there, bumping it up to a total of 7,500. Hefty price. I don't think he's going to get any customers.
Preston, the ace-6 of diamonds,
Might come along.
he's in position, and he's been known to be a pretty sticky player. He is indeed.
Well, he's out of
cutting
position,
out
I
chips.
believe,
Oh, Jamie's the button. I thought he was in small.
So Preston here, he's going to be out of position. By far the inferior hand. Let's see what happens. 7-7-4. I'd imagine a C-bet's just going to be a taking it down here. And it goes. So that's a kill pot now since Jamie won 2 in a row.
Yeah, they're going to go ahead and double the blinds for this next one.
That joke might have went over a few people's heads. So.
And shout out to all of our upside down sponsors in the background there.
Looks like we got Harry Schlecht coming in here. Getting moved over to the featured table. Wow, he's got table 7, C10 coming in. Harry Schlecht.
We love to see that.
Sure do. There he is, Harry Schlecht coming in.
Did you know Harry's actually got a brother named Larry and his dad's name is Larry?
I did not know that. That's true.
I made that up.
Oh, okay. Well, it does sound believable. So. Sounded very believable. Harry just sits down just immediately under the gun here. He gets dealt ace-jack off, so let's see if he wastes any time here. He's not going to waste any time here. He's going to raise to a total of 4,000.
With the ace-jack there for Harry Schlecht. Nordy with the 10-8 of clubs, not looking to tangle.
Yeah, too early position in his mind.
Yep.
I'm sure he was under the gun +1, the whole table back behind. You'd hate to have to call the 4K and fold to a 3-bet, so.
All he's got to do is get through 2 Michaels in the blinds.
Yep, he's got through 1 mic and 2 mics. Well, 3 mics in total.
I just checked.
Welcome to the feature table, Harry.
It doesn't start for another 8 minutes. I got your back. What? Yeah, I'll get right on that.
As always, viewers, you can go to roughriderpokertour.com and click on the calendar tab to see when we will be in your area. We do take next weekend off for Thanksgiving. We love to enjoy that family time and enjoy our turkey. Shout out to my wife, Brianna, and my kids, Brayden and Skylar. I'll be home tonight. So Jamie here in the hijack, limped in from the Jack-9 offsuit, number 1200. Folded around to Mike in the small blind here. I believe he's opening up here a raise. He does. Makes it a total of 4,800. Harry folds the big. And Jamie will call. So 2 players to the flop here. Mike in C9 versus Jamie Meidinger, who's been very active at this table so far. Flop comes ace, jack, 8. Jamie does flop the best hand, so Mike checks, doesn't continue his pre-flop aggression, does not do a C-bet. He hands the steering wheel over to Jamie. Jamie's more than happy to take control of that wheel. He bets 6,000. So Mike does have a queen for a straight still and backdoor clubs. Does have a lot of chips, so I would imagine he's going to, wow, this is an interesting move here. He's going to check raise with king high to 21,000. He's basically representing a set here, probably top 2 at minimum, since he raised pre-flop. So he's telling Jamie, hey, I got a big one. So I would imagine Jamie is just going to lay this down.
Think again.
You can only beat a bluff here at this point. So that's happened to be what Mike has, but he is going to lay it down. So
Jamie,
that was a
sticky
very nice play for Mike there.
Nice play.
I think he sensed that Jamie was just betting because Mike checked, not necessarily betting on the strength of his hand. And it happened to work out. Nice play, Mike. So Keith, do you think you're going to hit up the buffet again here on dinner break?
You know, funny story about the buffet. We were in the commentary booth yesterday, working on some stuff. The feed wasn't exactly going as planned, so I went to get some food. It was about 9:03 p.m. They closed at 9. They still had all the food out, and they would not let me eat.
Wow.
You know,
I mean, you got to get there before it
I
closes.
wasn't the happiest camper, but I went to the snack bar, and you'll never believe what I had, a turkey sandwich.
Turkey sandwich, 7 out of 10, huh?
7 out of 10.
So it looks like Eric's hands, can't really tell what his hand is right now, might be one of those damaged cards. So 5 players to the flop here is getting checked around. There's Preston with a cigarette hanging out of his mouth. Don't worry, folks, it's not lit.
A real Sammy Farha move there from Preston Dean.
So Carey's going to bet out top pair to 3,600, and everybody else is going to fold. So once again, this feature table, it'll alternate the players that'll go towards it, go to the feature table. Every 3 levels for this tournament, that's how often we have breaks. And also the final table will be streamed as well. The final table will be tonight at about 10:07 p.m. if I had to make a guess.
That's a pretty good line, Jerry. I'd say they hit the final table 7 to 10 minutes before.
Oh, wow, okay. What time it'll wrap up, you think?
Oh, you know, if I had to put a number on it, Jerry, my gut's telling me 1:07 a.m.
It's a good line. It's a good line.
You can't like that.
'Michael in seat 7, Michael Walsh, made it 3,600 with queen 10 of clubs. Ryan's got the dirty diaper, 3 deuce. Two clubs on the holy cow. Michael Walsh just flopped a straight with the straight flush redraw.
And Ryan with the 3 deuce of clubs and inferior flush draws 1% to win the hand.
Turn was a 6 of hearts.
Bet 7,200. Call.
Seven of clubs here on the river.
Miller, unfortunate river card for Ryan Yannick as he makes a 3 high flush. No good against Michael Walsh. Flopped the nut straight. Rivered a queen high.
Just gotta go.
Not meant to be for Ryan Yannick. Hopefully he's got another bullet left. You know he'd love to pick up some points today for that player of the year race.
like we got 2 more minutes here left in this level. It'll be 8 and 16 then. And then after that level, we'll be taking a 16-minute dinner break.
I see a couple real hands out there.
Yep, a couple real ones. There's Jamie, though, with the King Deuce of Hearts calling out the gun.
So Michael Walsh in the 7 seat. Ace King, he's going to bump it up to 7,000. Folds to Harry Schlecht on the button. Excuse me, the cutoff in pocket 8s. He calls. Preston calls with 7s. Jamie with the King Deuce of Hearts. He's going to come along as well.
So 4 people to the flop here. Wow, hit Michael Walsh flops the second hand in a row. He flops the nut straight.
Jamie Meininger, though, is open-ended with the King Deuce. I'm going to say he's going to see at least one more card.
I have no idea what's Jamie.
Yeah, he might raise.
He might raise.
He plays very unorthodox.
No idea.
Folding doesn't seem very likely. He will take the.
You'll peel one here.
He'll take the safer
Little does he know
route.
he's 8%. Deuce of clubs.
Not so fast, Jerry. He just hit a pair of deuces with this open ender. He's jumping up to 3% to chop the hand. He cannot win the hand outright.
Cannot win the hand outright. Michael Walsh there makes a bet of 35,000, and the jig is up. Jamie folds.
Jig is indeed up.
Wow, it looks like Taryn Gordon there. We got moved into seat 2 at the feature table. So they're gonna plug in his chip stack, I believe, here.
Dealers, if you're shuffling, finish the hand you're on. The blinds are going to be going up on the next hand, 800, 1600. For the 1600 big blind ante, this is the last level of late entry and re-entry.
So Harry Schlecht here. Baker raised to 3,200 with 7-5 of clubs, and Harry made the call on the hijack with ace queen, and Jamie made the call on the big blind with jack 9 offsuit here. So Michael Baker, currently the pre-flop aggressor, he's got control of the pot. Flop comes king, queen 10, Jamie flops straight.
And Harry Schlecht with top pair of queens and a gut shot to
Second
Broadway.
pair of queens, right?
Second pair of queens, excuse me.
And Baker over there with the old backdoor flush draw. He's going to continue that pre-flop aggression, making it 5,000. Harry's going to come along. And here's Jamie now, making it 15,000. I can't imagine Baker will be able to continue here. And Harry will have a little bit of a decision here to make. We'll see what he does. He's going to call. Jamie does not want to see a jack. King on the turn. Now kings, queens for Harry, but 20K from Jamie.
Yeah,
Oh, wow, and he moves all in.
Wow. So any paint card for Harry Schlecht here will win him the pot. A king, queen, or a jack. The river is
on the
an
river.
8.
Big pot over to Jamie. Wowzers. Harry Schlecht's time at the feature table is over.
It was short, Jerry, but I'm going to be honest, it wasn't that sweet. I don't think he had a lot of fun.
Probably didn't.
Eight and 16 now, folks.
Right, yeah.
Baker here, he's going to open up the action to 3,600, 16 currently. And everybody is $357,000 for Jamie Meininger. That's $300,000 more than the starting stake. Yep. What a turn of events for Jamie.
It is what it is.
There's Preston D&C. Oh, looks like John Miller's coming over to the feature table.
John the Spiller Miller. He's got a drink in hand, folks.
Let's
hope he doesn't dump it all over this motherboard of a poker
he's
table.
Getting table 7, C10.
Of course.
Let's see if he can make this a better time than Harry did. Oh, they're telling him to move his drink over there. Yeah, they're saying, hey, we know you like to spill. You better get that drink out here. So I think we're going to let him come back for his hand here. Hopefully he's got to go back, but maybe he's taking off his jacket.
Yeah, they got to let him wait. He's got a monster hand, 9 deuces spades.
There he is, John Miller. Take a look down at 9 deuces spades here. He's gonna put him in the mud.
Darren Gordon, one of our new players at the feature table, so all the ace-4 clubs. Eric Nordstrom, no? The old 69 special raises to 6,000.
John Miller here under the gun. He's got Jack 10 offsuit. He's going to make the call.
He's going to stay limping, people.
Absolutely. He's having a time of his life there, it looks like. Darren's got pocket fours over here. He is going to cut out a raise, I believe, 3,500 total. 4,000 total. background of John, who limped in under the gun. He's going to call here. He says, I didn't limp here to limp fold. I limped here to limp call. Let's see what happens here.
Yeah, he's in good shape against the fours here. 2 overs. We'll see what happens.
Flop comes Jack 6-4, top pair for
So
John.
he's in bad shape against the 2 fours here.
So
bottom set for Taryn.
John's just going
gonna
to
lead out.
lead here in him for 5K.
We'll see if Taryn, he's going to take a big gulp there. He knows he's got a big hand and somebody
He's
bet
deciding
into
how
him.
to play this here. There is 2 diamonds out there, so I'd imagine, I wouldn't doubt he'll raise because of that. I have a hard time deciding to raise in those times. But yeah, he's just going to call. He's going to play it. He's going to play it nicely.
I like this line because a safe card on the turn like a deuce is probably going to get John Miller to bet again.
Yep.
He flicks in the blue 5K chip.
Now I would imagine this is when Taryn is going to
It's getting a little dicey here. Taryn doesn't want to see a diamond.
Yep.
Or a 4-liner to a straight type of card on the river.
Oh, he's just going to call
again.
All right. Well.
His hand is very disguised.
Very disguised here. Now he's got
And
a
he
boat
makes
on the river and a
full
diamond
house.
hit. Wow, what a great card for Taryn. It'd be an even better card if John was able to make a flush somehow, but he bet 10K. So I imagine now Taryn will be either going all in or making a big raise here. We'll find out. Taryn's asking John, hey, how much you got over there?
I think I read his lips. He said, what are you doing later tonight? You want to go bowling? Take your time, Taryn.
He is reaching. Looks like he said 35,000. 30,000. Oh, and John insta-calls.
Jeez.
His hand was disguised. He flips over a boat. John will proceed to put those in the box. So maybe that C10 is just not going to be working
It
out.
hasn't been a hot seat so far. So a nice pot there for Taryn Gordon. He flat calls twice and gets max value there on the river. Very well done. Looks like just over 19 minutes left until players go on a 60-minute dinner break.
See 9 cards.
Preston's going to limp in with 10-5 of clubs. Michael Walsh, the cutoff with A7 of hearts. He'll limp in as well. And Mike can't see his cards right now.
Yeah, he's got the Jack Link's wild card hand, Jerry. What do you think he's got?
That's
What do
a
you
good
think
one.
he's got?
Yeah.
He's going to make it
bump up to
6,600.
6,600 here. That might be enough to take it. Definitely.
I'm going to
Preston
say he's
here.
got the Queen of Hearts and the Queen of Diamonds, Jerry.
That is a good guess. So Michael Walsh will call. So once again, we got some Mike on Mike action here. Who you got on this one, Keith?
I like Mike.
All right. Okay. Flop comes 8-8-9.
So a good flop if Mike does indeed have an overpair. He could also have an ace-king, ace-queen type of hand. He's going to bet,
4,500.
yeah, about quarter
Not
pot.
a single heart out there, so I believe Michael Walsh will probably send these towards the muck.
They are going to go sailing into the muck.
looks like we will have some action here. Taryn Gordon here. Looks like it's on him, and he's got 2 queens, 2 pretty ladies. Let's see if he's going to take these ladies to the dance. He is. 4,000 in Preston. He's going to call. He's got the old King Jack offsuit, also known as Keith's Saturday night hand.
That's true, Jerry. And Mike with the mystery hand. This time we can see he's got ace 10 of clubs. How does he want to proceed?
Oh, wow. He is cutting out a raise.
He is cutting out some blues. He's got position. He wants to put in a big 3-bet and see where he's at.
Yep. Interesting to see what Taryn does here. Taryn's got over 100K in his total stack.
I'm going to say he takes about 45 seconds and goes all in, Jerry.
Okay. I'm going to say he's going to take about 44 seconds and he's going to call. So I'll take the under on both. Does have Preston behind him.
It does.
Probably shouldn't be too worried about Preston here. Preston just made the call, so he probably does not have a premium hand. So do you know how long it's been now, Keith?
I haven't been keeping track, but I'd say
I've been
probably
watching the
30
clock
seconds.
behind him, so it's been. All right, looks like Taryn is reaching here.
All right. So Taryn does call with the pocket queens, and he sees a very favorable flop, 9-8 deuce. He is going to check. See if Mike wants to continue the aggression here.
So Taryn just made that call pre-flop and just checked this flop, so his hand is pretty disguised here.
Now, Jerry, I think he's going to go all in. I was wrong pre-flop.
Okay. You know, I think he's just going to call. I think he's going to call. The way he's played it, I think he's going to call. So Michael Walsh there with the camouflage.
Yeah, camouflage is it's supposed to make you hard to see, but I can't see through him.
He makes a raise here.
And Weston Wells, who's sitting next to us in commentary. Oh, it did look like 55K. He thought he was going to raise it to 55K.
He's going to 45K. A very inviting raise here, but Mike does not have a hand. He does have backdoor clubs, backdoor straight draw, obviously 2 overs as well here. He's got a lot of chips, so pot is over 100K. It's only 22 additional for the call, so he might call. He might peel one off here.
Yeah, there's a lot of good turn cards for his hand.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what the turn plays out here. If he does in fact call. I think if he does call, Taryn will just jam the turn. So he does make the call here.
Interesting to see if a king or an ace peels
for sure
to slow Taryn in his tracks.
Taryn does have about less than a half pot size bet. So ace of diamonds on the turn. Oh. Horrible card for Taryn. Now Taryn's got it. He's kind of frozen here.
He is frozen.
Yep, so he's going to check.
And the way the stack sizes are here, Mike may just put him in.
I think in this scenario, maybe the post-flop raise from Taryn wasn't quite big enough. He made it 23, and then Taryn made it 45, so it was a pretty inviting call. Obviously an unlucky turn card for him. Taryn have to come these.
He's going to be visibly upset here. Let's see if he wants to put his turn of life on the line. After that ace hits the turn.
So Taryn, yeah, he's shaking his head there. Yeah, there it is. He folds queens.
He's gonna let you know I had you in the trap, buddy.
Yep.
Nice
Visible
turn card.
discuss. Nice turn card, he says.
Now Kansas City's up 9-1. I know Dell's third and 10 by 15.
So it looks like Michael Baker, he's got 5 deuces of spades. Jamie, he's got the Jack Links wild card hand.
And Jamie is a wild card player, so I'm going to go ahead and guess his cards right now, Jerry. Queen of clubs, 3 of diamonds.
All right. I don't think it's quite that bad. So limped pot here. Taryn in the big blind. Does he also have the Jack Links wild card hand?
He does. There may be a few damaged cards, and Jamie and Taryn both have one.
Flop comes 10-5-9, all diamonds.
Yeah, 2 overs and an open ender for Mike, the 9 seat.
Oop, there's Taryn's hand. 10 of clubs, 6 of diamonds. Wow, so Taryn flop top pair with a 6 of diamonds.
And Eric Nordstrom, 9-5.
Bottom
working
2
man's
pair.
hand.
He checked it there in the small blind.
Yep.
Be very interesting to see how this plays out here. I believe we're on Taryn still.